Hey guys, how's it going today? This is actually the same day that I just filmed my last video, or my previous video that you guys just saw yesterday. But now, again, we're still downtime. I gotta post something again. So I show you guys the complete process of building the camera that you guys are gonna be looking through, watching over the course of, well, even who knows even how long. So here is the entire body and everything that we are using. So we got my metal housing here with my mic extensions to hold the microphone up high enough so that way it's not in the camera shot or anything like that. The external mic up on top of that with the big dead cat, I believe is what it's called, up on the end of that, which pretty much all that does is just helps block the wind noise. Which is plugged into the mic adapter that plugs in on the side of this camera, and then the nice little handle here that I built to maneuver the camera around and stuff like that. So this is usually what it looks like when I'm filming most of the time. So I'm going to take this entire thing apart so then I can show you guys exactly how I build one of these. Alright, so I got all the parts laid out here. So this is everything that you need to make this camera setup here. We'll go ahead and start building this entire process. So basically the first thing that you want to do is you want to start building your handle. Now this is a small rig. It's got with the ball joint, so it's got one ball here, another ball there, both 1/4-inch threads on the end of them. I actually ended up cutting down the threads at some point, so the threads are actually quite a bit longer than this when you first buy it. So first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and screw on your coupling nut onto your first threads here. So this is what allows the magnet to actually thread on and tighten onto the end of here, because this isn't a female end, and obviously this isn't a female end. It's a male end to a male end. So what you do is just take your vice grips and get it set right, clamp it on, tighten the snot out of that, tighten it as good as you possibly can, because you do not want this coming apart. This is going to be going up on top of 15-foot tall grain carts, and on the top of 15-foot tall combines, not taller than that. So you always want to make sure that this is going to be nice and tight, and just nice little bit of extra added insurance. So then you want to put on your magnet. Again, like I said right before, this is a 90-pound neodymium magnet on the end there. And again, same thing as screw on the coupling nut. You go ahead, screw it on, go ahead, tighten that as tight as you possibly can with your hands, and then you set your vice grips up again, and then you can get your vice grips set up right, and then tighten this down as tight as you possibly can. Alright, so magnet is this whole thing is now one solid piece and it should not vibrate apart. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to the metal cage. This is a Ulanzi. They are pretty much completely, their brand pretty much completely for GoPros. They make anything for GoPros. They make mounts, brackets, extension mounts for microphones, handles, magnets, mounts, everything for GoPros specifically. I think they do make more stuff than just for GoPros. I think they make stuff for DJI cameras, or other action camera brands, but their whole brand is pretty much based off for GoPro. So they are a very trustworthy brand. When they say something is going to fit for your GoPro, do not doubt them, it will fit. So next you see the little threads up at the bottom right there, the bigger hole in the center. Go ahead, take the naked ends right here, and you go ahead and you thread them on. It's right here. Tighten it up, tighten it as tight as you can. Alright, so now this whole piece is now one solid piece. Again, shouldn't vibrate apart. Now we're going to go ahead, grab the mic adapter. Make sure you thread it in the right way. You want to make sure that the cord end is facing where this little USB port is, because that's where this cord is going to be plugging into the side of the camera. So go ahead, stick it through. Bada boom, bada bang. Mic adapter is in. Now this isn't actually, there's like no tension or anything, so like this kind of can just like slide all over the place, but it really isn't any big deal. Now you can go ahead and you can take your little microphone extension. Ulanzi also makes these. This is not a Ulanzi, this is a more of an off-brand deal, but it's the same size, same quality, made out of the same stuff. So I think this is probably a 2-inch extension or something like that. So the extension that's already on is about a 1-inch extension, and this is about a 2-inch extension. So you got about 3 inches of extension that you got set up for that. So go ahead, you slide it on, and you tighten it. Okay, so now the extension is put up in there, so that adds another little bit of extra height for the microphone. And now for the final piece, or well, I guess the second to final piece, because we got to put the camera still in there yet, is the microphone. For any camera geeks out there who are watching this or really want to take note of what I use the Rode Video Micro. That's what I use for all my footage, and then I bump up my audio like 12 decibels or something, because this mic, even though it sounds really good, the standard raw audio from it is super quiet, so you always want to make sure you bump up those audio levels. So now you go ahead, stick it right through, obviously the top one, right here. We put on you plug it just right into the mic adapter so the mic can actually still be held up. And there we go. Here is the entire microphone setup for my camera. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put the camera in there, and then you guys can tell me how much better the audio sounds compared to, because right now this is the standard GoPro microphone, or internal microphones that the GoPro has. So the next clip is gonna be with this guy. Alright, so as long as we are currently recording audio right now, this is what the Rode Video Micro sounds like up on top. And like I said briefly real quick, I do amp up my audios for this microphone because just regular raw audio is way too quiet when you're using this microphone, unless someone is talking like as far away as I am. But if that's standing where this Rubish Farm sign is on this truck, if he's standing right there and I'm standing right here, you would hardly even be able to hear him if he's talking at a normal voice. He's not elevating his voice or talking a little bit louder. You would not be able to hear him hardly, even with this mic. I'd have to put subtitles down on the bottom of the screen for you guys to be able to understand exactly what he's trying to say. I love this setup that I got. It's durable. It's not that heavy. It's not overly massive. It's pretty compact, pretty nimble. It's not totally something that everyone's just gonna sit there and freaking stare at you or anything if you were to film out in public. I do hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you do enjoy this video, guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you guys on the next one. And hopefully, we'll be planting by then. See you guys. figured maybe if I could do a nice little snap of the fingers, maybe everything would turn dry and then people could start planting all of a sudden. But I don't quite think that's how the world quite works.